When you think of the second coming of Jesus Christ, which place pops into your mind? Israel is the obvious choice, right? But here's the twist. There's a buzz going around that the chosen place isn't in the Middle East at all. He is coming to a breathtaking land known for its resilient people and unwavering faith, the Philippines. Could this be a divine sign or a prophecy fulfilled? Why the Philippines, and why now? Is there a place where God is supposed to provide refuge for His people when the end of the world comes? That place is the Philippines, according to the mythology. But is this concept based on fact, or is it only a story that has been told for generations? The Philippines is a country full of believers who are firmly holding on to the idea of divine protection. Despite facing some of the most difficult challenges in nature, this nation always emerges even stronger every time. This country is hit by more than 20 powerful storms annually, including some of the strongest typhoons in the world. Despite all of this devastation, its people stand tall, their faith unshaken. Many people see these storms as signs of a greater, divine plan than random events. Is God preparing us for something truly special through these ongoing struggles? Is it possible that the Philippines is meant to be a safe haven for humanity in its toughest times? According to legend, some locations were picked not just for their geographic location, but for reasons that are unknown to humans. The Philippines, a country thought to be under God's heavenly protection, stands out among these. Throughout its history, it has encountered difficulties that would bring many people to their knees. Despite these difficulties, there is a feeling that something bigger was at play, a higher force stepping in during the darkest moments. The Philippines has been a place of continuous struggle since Spain claimed the islands in the 16th century. Its people showed extraordinary resilience and have fought fiercely to defend their motherland throughout the chaos of World War II. When Japan brutally attacked the islands in 1941 during the Pacific War, it was one of the most unforgettable events. The battles were brutal, and the losses were huge. However, in the midst of the chaos, something remarkable seemed to happen. The people found the inner courage to persevere, rebuild, and rise again in the face of these great challenges. Was there a guiding hand protecting them in their darkest hours, or was it just their courage? However, this heavenly defense was not limited to times of conflict. The Philippines has consistently survived constant natural calamities like typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. One of the most impressive examples of the Philippines' resilience and faith is Typhoon Yolanda in 2013. It was regarded as one of the most powerful hurricanes in history and left an array of destruction from which it was impossible to recover. Entire towns were destroyed and millions of lives were impacted. But when the storm eventually passed, a strange miracle was revealed. Although the damage was terrible, the death toll was significantly lower than what experts had expected. During those terrifying moments, many residents reported sensing the presence of a supernatural force, a feeling of divine intervention that protected them from the full fury of the storm. There is one story that stands out in particular. A group of Christian worshippers gathered in a church and prayed through the night while Yolanda was furious. They were shocked to find out in the morning that their area had been spared the worst of the damage while the neighboring areas suffered the most from the storm's fury. They believed that it was God's hand keeping them safe. But their belief in divine intervention is not limited to disasters like Yolanda. It's a part of the daily lives of the Filipino people. Whether during natural disasters, wars, or personal struggles, many people sense an invisible force guiding and protecting them. Their faith is ignited by miraculous signs and mysterious events that keep deepening their belief. Let's review some extraordinary incidents that cannot be explained by logic or science. One of the most mysterious events took place in a small village on Leyte Island in 2006. A thick, black cloud covered the area as a powerful storm blew through, sending residents running for shelter. The storm caused chaos in the nearby areas, but when the clouds lifted, a surprising reality became evident. The community had not been damaged. Survivors described a hand of divine intervention protecting them from the storm's wrath. These stories are not unique to the history of the Philippines. Time and again, faith and resilience combine to produce seemingly miraculous experiences. During the terrible Luzon earthquake in 1990, buildings collapsed and people were displaced across the region. But among the destruction, one small church on a mountaintop remained untouched. The church, where locals gathered daily to pray, became a symbol of faith and heavenly protection. For the locals, the survival of this place wasn't just an accident. It was proof of their unwavering faith and the presence of a powerful force that was always watching over them. These incidents are not just stories. They serve as reminders of a profound spiritual bond. In the Philippines, divine protection extends beyond natural disasters and impacts all areas of daily life. The people of this country are incredibly resilient, even in the face of frequently experiencing economic difficulties. There are countless stories of people getting help during tough financial times in ways that feel almost like magic. Just when it's needed, unexpected cash shows up, mysterious gifts pop up from nowhere, or life-changing opportunities seem to come out of thin air. These are concrete manifestations of divine involvement for a larger number of Filipinos. The story of the Philippines is not just about its rich history and the countless typhoons that have battered the nation. It's also a testament to God's protection. It's a continuous journey that is evidence of faith, selflessness, and an unwavering spirit. Over time, this faith has grown to be a pillar of their identity and a source of strength that unites the country despite all of its difficulties. Perhaps this unshakable faith is what sets the Philippines apart as a haven for those seeking God's protection. In humanity's darkest days, when the shadows of suffering loom large, this faith could be a guiding light. Let's look at a few predictions that many people believe might apply to the Philippines. A kingdom that endures the end times, resonating with divine protection like Daniel in the lion's cave, is described in the book of Daniel. Revelation 12:14 describes a place in the wilderness that is a sanctuary for the faithful during difficult times, a place of peace and protection from the dragon's fury. Many people believe the Philippines' resilience and unique location align with the biblical visions, offering hope even in the toughest times. One fascinating part of biblical prophecy is the idea of a monarchy protected by divine intervention. Think about Joshua's story. He managed to defeat strong nations with God's unwavering help. Be strong and of good courage. Only be strong and very courageous. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go, is a command that is echoed in Joshua 1:9. Could this divine promise now apply to the Philippines in the upcoming challenging times? These prophecies and the present situation in the Philippines have a lot in common. A country with a strong sense of faith and a long-standing belief in God's protection appears destined to be a haven throughout the Great Tribulation. Jesus declared in Mark 13:10, "And the gospel must first be proclaimed to all nations." With one of the highest Christian populations in the world, the Philippines has emerged as a religious lighthouse in Southeast Asia, fulfilling this prophecy in a remarkable way. The dedication to spreading the gospel goes beyond mere faith. It feels like a significant step towards influencing how the events of the end times will unfold. The prophecies in the book of Revelation seem to have a strange connection to the Philippines. A vision of a great multitude from every nation and tribe standing before God's throne and declaring, "Salvation belongs to our God who sits on the throne and to the Lamb," may be found in Revelation 7:9-10. Could the Philippines, with its strong Christian traditions, be among that great multitude? A place where believers, whether they're from Africa, Asia, or anywhere else in the world, come together to worship and seek comfort in God's presence? However, the links don't end there. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you, says the prophecy found in Isaiah 61:3. According to this vision, the country will be a beacon of hope and light for others throughout their darkest moments. The Philippines has really stepped up to this challenge with an incredible amount of energy in recent years. Beyond its boundaries, thousands of churches, missionary organizations, and other religious institutions have grown. The nation's position as a religious light is further cemented by its active missionary initiatives and involvement in international religious conferences. Joel 3:2 foretells nations coming together, and some people think we might be seeing that unfold right now. It's truly fascinating how these ancient words resonate with today's reality, especially when we think about the Philippines' unique role in the modern world. With its deep Christian roots and rising influence, could the Philippines really be the biblical haven for the righteous? It's interesting to note that this viewpoint is not exclusive to Christian intellectuals and theologians. The remarkable similarities between the history of the Philippines and biblical prophecies are even starting to be recognized by sociologists and historians. Is it possible that this country has a unique place in God's end times plan? The answer might be found in the incredible events woven throughout this nation's history, as well as in the Bible. In the Philippines, festivals like Sinulog and Ati-Atihan are more than just celebrations. They are powerful symbols of faith and resilience. The Sinulog festival takes place every January and turns Cebu City into a carnival of color and rhythm. The festival is not just about joy and dance. After the parades, a large number of the faithful people kneel in prayer in the city's churches. They make sincere requests for blessings and peace for the coming year. These celebrations serve as powerful reminders of the Filipino people's unwavering faith in addition to honoring their culture. Could this country, with its extraordinary resilience and unwavering faith, truly be experiencing the fate predicted by ancient prophecies? As the drums echo and prayers fill the air, maybe the answer lies in the unbreakable spirit of its people.